Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. It is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys, busy Monday morning, the 13th. Maybe that's just an unlucky number. Maybe that's why we had a little bit of difficulty. We were going to be able to visit with the mayor. We still can. Just we were going to do that through Zoom so we could have it on the TV station. And we still will, just minus the visual aid this morning. But nonetheless, we're going to have some good content anyway with a catch up with the mayor. Mayor Denise Didi Henriquez with us this morning from the city of Key West. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Michael. Happy Monday. Sorry that Zoom didn't work. We tried, but I don't know. It was just spinning. Maybe it didn't have its coffee yet.
I get it. Well, I've got another computer over here that just froze up on me. So who knows what's happening. But anyway, a quick shout out selfishly to my daughter. She just gave me a call and I was alarmed right before the show because she's due to have a C-section for her second child tomorrow. But she called this morning. All is well, though, thankfully. So that's good. But anyway.
Okay. Early congratulations.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to her. So, Sarah,
Yes,
she's
absolutely.
wonderful. Wonderful. Anyway, and I know you are a proud grandparent as well, so you know the joy.
Oh, yes. We have two of them.
You know the joy and you know sometimes the fatigue that comes with it.
That is true. That is true.
Keep you busy. Well, anyway, let's talk about, speaking of busy, let's talk about the city. We're hearing some really good news coming out of City Hall regarding some funding. It looks like the TDC is going to impart some dollars upon us to continue to move forward with Mallory Square. Mallory Square is a tourist destination, of course, in the city of Key West. It's going to get spruced up.
Yes, it's some really good news. So last week at the Tourist Development Board meeting, they had awarded a $4.6 million grant to Mallory Square Phase 1 Master Plan project. So still needs to be approved by the BOCC, but we're really, really excited about it. There's been a lot of conversation, a lot of talk about the master plan for Mallory Square and starting to get that started. And so what that $4.6 million would represent is $1.92 million for the construction of the new public restrooms, which desperately need to be renovated. $1 million for the shade structures and $700,000 for furnishings and landscaping. So I am, like I said, I'm really excited to start moving things forward at Mallory Square. And we also approved the rollover funds for Higgs Beach from TDC. So that will be going directly to the city of Key West. So we voted on that as well. So we are continuing to make progress.
Yes, we are. Didi Enriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West on Good Morning Keys. I'm sure if people have questions, they can meet with the mayor this afternoon.
Yes. So today from 2 to 4, come on down. We have office hours. Just come on by and stop by. Just you could say hi or give me your concerns or comments or questions. And I'd love to see anybody come on by here at City Hall between 2 and 4.
Yeah.
So, and Michael, one thing about Mallory Square, I just wanted to mention that and why I'm really excited and how we're continuing to make progress is when I first became mayor, I had learned that there was from the previous administration, that they did have a grant from TDC for Mallory Square. And I believe it was close to $2 million. And for 2 years, that money just sat there and they ended up having to return that money back to TDC. So I will tell you this money that we hopefully and should receive, as soon as we get it, we will be putting that money to good use and getting this started.
Well, and we've talked about how the TDC is working towards helping with infrastructure projects and not just marketing, but other things and events, et cetera, that do bolster the economy and bolster tourism in the Keys and in Key West as well. And I must say, the bathrooms at Mallory Square are probably not the impression we want to leave upon our visitors necessarily.
That is correct. And especially, coming off of the cruise ship and, the sunset celebration, with the amount of tourists that we have come through there, we really need to have nice bathrooms. So like I said, I'm very excited and I can't wait to get these projects started.
Yeah, we'll have shade trees. We'll have a lot of upgrades there. That'll be great. So part of what you talked about with the state of the city was the fact that you kind of made a pilgrimage, not only for Florida Keys Days in Tallahassee, but also to Washington, D.C. to kind of bolster and rekindle relationships between policymakers on the federal level and our city government here. And, these funding needs ongoing are one reason for doing that.
Oh, yes. That was one of my goals when I first became mayor, was to build those bridges between the state and the federal level. And in our city manager's report last week at the commission meeting, that there were 2 projects from the Resiliency Funding Award from Tallahassee. And one project was a flooding Harris Avenue and 10th Street stormwater project, which is $4 million for 26-27 year. And then the sea level rise resiliency project for Fire Station 3, which over 13 million for 27-28 contingent approval of the budget. So we'll stay tuned, but just to know that they have it in place on the budget is just exciting in itself, because, we weren't going there expecting too much. And then we're just coming back with, almost $17 million now on these 2 projects. So I'm really excited.
Very impressive. Didi Enriquez, Mayor of the City of Key West, on Good Morning Key. So today we have a Sustainability Advisory Board meeting. Sport Fishing Championship will be coming up on Wednesday. Advisory Board for Art in Public Places. We talked with Liz Young from the Arts Council about those types of things. We've got Planning Board meeting on the Thursday. Friday, I assume we're going to have early bird cleanup. Speaking of early bird, a shout out to Dorian. He's there with you, helping with your communication and getting up bright and early to help make it possible for you to talk to our listeners every Monday. So thank you to Dorian too.
Yes. He's a jack of all trades. He does everything.
Yeah.
Yes. But the early bird cleanup is going to be hosted by joint cleanup with the Green Ops of the Conch Republic. So we're going to meet in front of the parking lot of Strunk Ace Hardware, which is 1111 Eaton Street. And that will be starting at 8 a.m. So we're excited about that. Yeah. And yes, the planning board on Thursday, that starts at 5 p.m. here at the Chambers. And also, I'm not sure if you're going tomorrow, Michael, but I'm going to go to the Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft in Marathon. So, growing up, weather has always fascinated me. And it was always on my bucket list to go in the Hurricane Hunter aircraft during a hurricane to see how all that works. So I think this is going to be the closest I can to my bucket list by actually going in the hurricane aircraft, but not in the air on the ground.
Well, yeah, and I will be there. I'll be there first thing in the morning, so I have to take a leave of absence from this show tomorrow in order to be at the media gathering there. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Hurricane Hunter aircraft as well. And Marathon Public is invited to that at Marathon Airport tomorrow afternoon, by the way. And I don't know if you'll ever get up in an aircraft during a hurricane, but Corey Swizzo from Emergency Management for the county was talking last week about a hurricane simulator, I think at FIU, that he went into. So maybe that's the next best thing. We might need to look into that.
There you go. We'll see what we can work out. So
yes.
And then also, I'd like to also give a shout out to the Key West High School baseball team. They're starting their district playoffs in Miami on Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m. So they have to win their game Wednesday to be able to continue on Thursday.
Well, congratulations to your husband, your son, both, of course, coaches, mentors in the Conch's baseball program for a number of years, and the success speaks for itself. So thank you to them, and congratulations to the team thus far, and I'm sure they will continue to go far. By the way, the City of Key West website does have the state of the city posted. Another thing that Dorian worked very hard on as well. And it turned out wonderfully. A lot of good news in that State of the City, and people can view that firsthand right on the City of Key West website, cityofkeywest-fl.gov. Just scroll down and click on the link to the State of the City. It's good watching. We encourage you all to see that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And I also want to mention Saturday. Saturday is going to be a very busy day here in our city. We have the Concrete Public Street Fair. So the streets will be closed between Eaton and Green Street from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then you have the Concrete Public Drag Race, which is on the 700 block of Duval Street. And there, that area will be closed from 1:30 to 4:30. And then you have the Movies Under the Stars, Eaton Street to Whitehead Street, that will be closed approximately from 7 to 11:30 at night. So there's a lot going on Saturday.
A lot indeed. Well, Mayor, it sounds like there's a lot for you to get to. Anything else we should mention before we let you go?
No, just have a great week. Stay informed. Continue to look at our website. They're updating information every single day, and be safe out there.
Thank you very much. You do the same. Our best to you and everyone at City Hall, including Dorian there in the background. Thanks for all that everybody does. And thanks for being with us here again this morning. We'll talk soon.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, you do the same. It is Mayor Denise T.D. Enriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Yes, this show is rebroadcast on Keys Living TV, channel 27 locally, and on Roku streaming, and on a phone app available for free at the your favorite download store. It airs at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. the very same day, Keys Living TV. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys, and we will return with more Good Morning Keys in a moment.
The choice of a doctor is a personal one. The choice of your gynecologist is even more personal. Dr. George Peterson has been honored to provide trusted gynecological care for generations of women in the Florida Keys for more than 30 years. While he is retired from obstetrics, Dr. Peterson is continuing with gynecological services for existing and new patients. Dr. Peterson guides them through medical care that can be complex and confusing at times, whether it's related to conception, sexual health and wellness, infertility, or menopause. And he continues to be a trusted caregiver for circumcisions. Dr. Peterson has been alongside his patients for 3 decades to ensure that they receive needed screenings for breast, cervical, and ovarian cancer. And the practice has expanded to provide a wide range of medical aesthetic treatments. Keys Med Spa, 5450 McDonald Avenue, Stock Island. Phone number 305-293-9555. And online at keysmedspa.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. George Peterson. I'll be honored to help you with your medical needs as I have done for the last 30 years.
In the Florida Keys, there's a name people trust for pool construction and remodels. Islamorada Pools. For years, residential and commercial property owners from Key Largo to Key West have trusted their team to design, build, remodel, and repair some of the most beautiful pools in the islands. Building a brand new backyard retreat, transforming an aging commercial pool, they bring craftsmanship experience and attention to every detail. They're local, they live here year-round, and they know what it takes to build and renovate pools that stand up to the Keys climate while delivering true luxury and long-term durability. From new construction and remodels to repairs, equipment upgrades, and decorative concrete, every detail matters. Your pool should reflect the quality of your property. Islamorada Pools makes that happen. Call 305-852-3133. Visit their showroom at 86701 Overseas Highway, Suite 103 in Islamorada, or online at islamorada.pools.com. Islamorada Pools, trusted, local, and built for the Keys.
Hello, I'm Renee. My husband Steve and I own Caribbean Marine Canvas of Key West. We are a custom marine upholstery shop that recovers any type of cushion, even those luxury captain's chairs. We make biminis, sunshades, awnings, and those specialized tiki walls. Wow, even hard glass enclosures, any color or fabric you desire. We can complete your project to match your look. Removing, reinstalling, or just picking up items, not a problem for Caribbean Marine Canvas. A truly custom shop who cares about you and your ideas. I will personally guarantee your satisfaction, and I mean that. We have expert craftsmen who pay attention to extreme detail. All of us here at Caribbean Marine Canvas want you to be happy. I will come to you to truly understand your project, and I'll be on time every time. Visit our website, CaribbeanMarineCanvas.com, or stop by and say hello on Stock Island, across from Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina, Key West. Phone 305-432-6542. That's 305-432-6542.
Tim Marshall Curtis presents Metal Readaville. Saturday night, April 18th at the Key West Theater. Metal Readaville is a real place in Key West where original heavy rock music is written, recorded, and performed live. The groove is a mile wide and some of the heaviest, hardest, and most psychedelic guitar music you've heard in ages. You won't find anything this metal anywhere on Duval Street, but you'll find it right here in Metal Readaville. Saturday night, April 18th at the Key West Theater. For tickets and more information, visit thekeywesttheater.com.
Hey Key West, Danny Hughes here from Two Friends. Really from Two Friends. So Maura and I were sitting at breakfast in the bar listening to live music at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. She's about to enjoy some huevos rancheros and me shrimp and grits with fried oysters. Heart healthy. And Maura says, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore. It was perfect because we didn't move here because Key West is like a lot of other places. We moved here because it isn't like any other place on earth. So meet your friends or make your friends at Two Friends, 512 Front Street in Old Town, Key West, or twofriends.com.
The voice of Monroe County, yours. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. Good morning. It is the 13th of April already, almost tax deadline day, so keep that in mind. Just got a couple more days to get an extension or get your taxes filed. And it is hard to believe that we're already at that time of the year. We're going to say good morning to John Dick, school board member from Monroe County School Board. John, I hope you're getting your taxes done.
Yeah, actually, I did them early this year. Normally, I do mail them on the 15th of April, but this year I did them a little early. I don't know. I guess I'm getting old and trying to do things on time now.
Well, it's less stressful that way for sure. So I commend you for that. Well, speaking of that, the school year is really continuing here at a pretty big pace.
Yep.
And actually, April means graduation's right around the corner. It also means that people should be getting prepared for kindergarten. We're already looking forward to the next year. A lot of students considering kindergarten for their students, and we have a kindergarten kickoff events happening throughout the school district.
Yeah, from Key West to Key Largo, all the grammar schools or the combination schools that do have grammar have kindergarten in them, which is Gerald Adams, HOB, Key Largo, Plantation, Key, Point, Sienna, Stanley Switlick, and Sugarloaf. Mm-hmm. So they're all having these kickoffs where they're inviting the community members that have children that are going to start kindergarten. Mm-hmm. And there's two sessions. There's a session in the morning and a session in the evening, because some people can get to one and some people can only get to the other. So, and this was all going to take place the week of April 20th to the 23rd. Each school is having it at a different day, and so you just check with the school, or you can call me or call the school district. They'll give you the information of when whatever particular school you're looking for. They're all hour-long sessions, and the ones in the morning are pretty much from 9. The earliest one is 8, and they're an hour long, but due to the different times, the latest one goes till 11, so that's a 10 to 11 one. And then in the evening, they're mostly 5:30 to 7 o'clock at night. Mm-hmm. Again, though, each one is only an hour long. And what they're going to do, you're going to meet the teachers that will teach the kindergarten classes. You'll get into the classrooms to see what they have. You'll see the type of equipment that they have and what we'll be using to get the students to learn and play and get together and work with each other. It's really a good way for people to, they're not sure what they want to do or where they want to go. Do they want to come into our kindergarten? So get in and see. You'll actually see what will happen and see the good schools. All of our schools are really in good condition. And so I think it's a great time for the community to come out and see. And I strongly recommend anybody interested to come in.
Yes, sir. Right at the top of the webpage, which is keyschools.com, there's a banner there for kindergarten kickoff welcoming class of 2039. That kind of wakes you up too, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah. But yeah, so kickoff to the kindergarten kickoff happening the 20th through the 23rd. Again, probably the easiest thing to do, go to keyschools.com to register and find out more. They're going to, you can explore the classrooms, get to meet the exceptional teachers, as John said. And you're going to have games, including playing our way to kindergarten game filled with fun readiness activities, safety lessons, and parent videos to help your child feel confident. So that's a great event, and we wanted to make sure we highlight that.
It's a great thing for and it's just an openness of the school district is open to people come in, see what we have and see what we can do, and it's really a good thing. And I even if your child is not quite ready for kindergarten next year, but maybe the year after that, you can still come in and take a look and see what we have.
Yeah, perfect.
So anyway, and then on the other side, as you said, 2039, that's the class of 2039, but the class of 2026 seniors are busy right now finalizing their plans for graduation. They, of course, a lot of them are going off to college, and they're making final decisions, probably visiting campuses still, and making decisions as to what school they want to go to, or trade school. A lot of them are going to trade schools. And, of course, even finalizing if you're going to join the United States service in one of the different groups and sign up with them. Every year we do have quite a few students from Monroe County entering the military. So it's a great time for students to see all the different options they have. And, of course, getting into the field now and going into a job, as we do have some of the training. A lot of our students go into fire academy and you get a job right away, and there's a lot of good things happening here in Monroe County Schools. I'm very proud to be a member of it for the last 20 years. So I think the students that are graduating now have gotten a good education here, and they're prepared, ready to get out into the world and make their stake their claims in the world.
They are, yes. Well, we've made sure that they're as prepared as possible to do that, and they're about to embark. That's for sure. John Dick, he is District 4 board member, of course, also a proud veteran, too, speaking of some of our students selecting going into military service. So we always thank you for your service as well, John.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, go ahead.
And the district now, of course, what we are fighting, and actually all of the districts in the state of Florida, pretty much all of them, I should say, declining enrollment. And that's a big issue. I was just looking at the numbers just from we have a count 4 times a year. They count the amount of students you have, because that's how districts get their funding, based upon the amount of students they have. And I just saw the third calculation. From the second calculation to the third calculation, we lost 99 students, and the state lost 46,000. So they're at a higher percentage than us. And actually, I was looking at one district. My God, they lost 9% of their students in Martin County.
Yeah.
So this is tough budgeting right now. We don't know. There's a lot of going on. Some of it's related to immigration, and some of it's related to homeschooling and charter schools and all the different things that the options. And I'm glad. To me, people should have options. And what I want to see is our school district show the best that we have. So that people will decide that we are the best option. But everybody has to make their own decision on that stuff, but they should make a calculated decision.
Yeah.
And homeschooling is a tough thing. I don't know, but that's going on, and for some people it's the right thing. But I do say that our district has done a great job with the students, and my grandchildren both. One graduated already, and another one will graduate this year, and I'm very well satisfied with the education they got.
Yeah, we have exemplary teachers, administration, staff, school board, all of whom work very hard to create a very sound, safe education for our students here in Monroe County School District, if I can say so. And that's, again, continues to strive for excellence. In fact, an A+ rated school district in the state of Florida right now, and still striving possibly to become the top school district in the state. But an A+ rating is more than commendable. So it speaks
Yes,
for itself.
and as far as the safety thing, I've always felt that the way we work with the Key West Police and the Sheriff's Office, and the training that they have done and come into our schools, and I really believe we are very, very safe. And with Mr. Cheney, the new superintendent coming from Palm Beach County, he was amazed to see how much further we in Monroe County were on all the different issues for student protection here in Monroe County, as opposed to where he came from, Palm Beach, a big county with a lot of facilities and a lot of funding. That he was surprised that we are so much further ahead, and it is. I'm very, very. Of course, nobody can tell you that nothing can ever happen. We plan as if it could happen here, and maybe that's the best way to keep planning that it could happen here, because then it won't, because we're ready for everything.
Yeah.
So I would say the safety in our schools is top notch and second to none.
It is, and thanks to the partnerships with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and others, and Key West Police Department, first responders throughout the county, it's a very strong partnership that does ensure the safety through the vigilance of those organizations in conjunction with the school district.
It's so sad that we have to be concerned with that. It's just, but it's a number one thing. I mean, well, number one is education, of course, but it's right up there with it, because we've got to provide the safety, and of course that takes a lot of funding, a lot of issues to deal with it. But that's the world we live in now. So we're on top of it. But again, that's another issue in the budget. The superintendent right now and the district office are working at it. The schools are working at it, because we've got to reduce all around. As you don't know, the trouble with school districts is we have to hire teachers in the end of the school year, meaning June. We have to hire the teachers, and then we don't know how many students. Of course, we always have a good idea how many students will arrive back in August, but you never know. And sometimes, if you lose a certain amount of students, it would be a teacher that you wouldn't have hired, but you've already hired the teachers, so you have to have them. So, it's a tough thing.
Well, you've seen it for 20 years plus on the school board now, and we'll be going through it again. We do have a Professionals Day, by the way. No students to report April 17th. Then our next school board meeting on the 21st at Coral Shores High School. And yes, I'm sure the budget will be talked about.
Yep, it's what's going on, and of course we will do the best we can, and we want to always, of course, try to maintain the salaries up for everybody, because that's important with the cost of living, and it looks like it's still going up now. So
it is. It is. Well, on a happy note, baseball teams throughout the district doing great. We were speaking with Mayor Henriquez, of course, her husband, the coach of the Conchs, and her son as well. They're doing great. All the teams for the high schools really excelling.
Yeah, they're all going into district play now. Marathon and Coral Shores are playing Wednesday night. Now, I don't know if Coral Shores is home, but Marathon in their division, and they're number one, so they're going to be home as long as they're playing. So every game they win until it gets to something at a state level, they will be the home team, because they're the number one seed in their division. So it's just like last year. I guess pretty soon Monroe County will be the place to play. You want to play baseball, you come to Monroe County. This is the place where the powerhouse. It used to be just Key West. Maybe now it's extended to the whole county.
It's getting that way. It is. Well, John, I know you've got a busy day to get to. We should let you get to it, unless there's anything else we need to mention at this time.
No, that's it. Thank you very much, and let's hope all of our three teams go on and we take the state championship at each level.
Yeah, well, let's hope. I'm sure that they're up to the task, though, and thank you for your many years of service again to our country and to our community and our county. 20 years on the school board. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you.
Take
All
care.
right.
Bye
Bye-bye.
now. John Dick, he is school board member, District 4, Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys will return with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
Good morning, dear. Breakfast almost ready.
In a minute. So did you happen to call someone about spalling repair for the house?
You know what? I knew I forgot something yesterday.
Honey, you know how important spalling repair is, especially here in the Keys. If that spalling damage gets any worse...
Don't worry. I'll call Design Center in Marathon.
When?
Today.
How about now?
Okay, dear. Now.
Design Center, the most efficient spalling contractor in the Keys, providing the fastest results. With over 40 years combined experience in spalling repair and a member of the International Concrete Repair Institute, Design Center can handle the largest jobs to small structures. They also handle quite a number of condominium and county projects. Mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair. Visit DesignCenterFL.com or call 305-735-4042. Design Center, 6677 Overseas Highway Marathon. License number CGC 1523838. Remember, mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair from Design Center.
This is Ollie North for 4-Star Rentals. 4-Star Rentals is the most complete rental store in the Keys. They can provide rental equipment for every do-it-yourself project from your house to your yard. Bobcats, chippers, chainsaws, and tile saws, you name it, they have it. They also deliver throughout the Keys. That's 4-Star Rentals. Model marker 4.5 on Stock Island. These guys are really good. That's 4-Star Rentals. Go see them soon.
Check us out. What Colonel Ollie North says is absolutely true. We're locally owned and operated. We offer a fleet of delivery trucks for fast all-in-one delivery. 4-Star Rentals is the oldest tool rental and party store in the Florida Keys. We make it easy to get that job done for that party or very special event. We're located at mile marker 4.5 in Key West, or just call us and we'll come to you. 4-Star Rentals, 294-7171. That's 294-7171. Remember, Colonel Ollie North never lies.
Your home is your castle, your sanctuary. Rack Advanced Control brings together the electrical and smart technology that make your home comfortable, secure, and effortless to live in. Imagine music flowing seamlessly through every room, beautiful lighting that adjusts to your lifestyle, motorized shades, climate control, and energy management all working together automatically. From integrated audio and video systems to discrete security cameras and professional electrical services, Rack Advanced Control designs and installs technology that works in perfect harmony. Originally founded in California, Rack Advanced Control has over 20 years of experience serving the luxury residential market and was honored as a 2024 Lutron Excellence Award Integrator. Now with an office in Key West, Florida, Rack brings world-class smart home design and electrical expertise to the Florida Keys. Make your home smarter, safer, and more enjoyable to live in. Call 786-647-9647 or visit rackav.com. Rack Advanced Control. Intelligent luxury, expertly installed.
Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold delicious ground coffee always brewing and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in-store with 24 hours advance notice. And enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in-store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. OldTownBakeryKeyWest.com.
Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. We do have a couple of accidents we need to report to you. Islamorada southbound. We're going to get some details for you on that in just a moment, but causing a few slowdowns in the Islamorada area. Also, South Roosevelt has actually it's a shoulder incident there, so some slowdowns there. James Street being reported in the city of Key West as a slowdown point, some traffic happening there that may be not too far from where you are right now, Michael. I'm not sure, but I wanted to say good morning to Michael Wendenkamp. He is with Conch Republic Bed Races. We're going to talk about that next. Good morning to you, Michael.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Michael, for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. So we want to thank you for being a board member. Sister Season Fund. Let's just do a quick overview of the Sister Season Fund. Locals helping locals. And how do you do that?
So we assist hospitality and tourism related industry employees here in Key West who are unable to work through no fault of their own, such as illness, accident, or even natural disasters such as hurricanes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you have stepped up many, many times over the years as an organization to help those in need. The service workers, if they're unable to go to work, they're not getting paid. Sister Season Fund helps alleviate some of that stress for their basic needs and basic bills, and steps in to make it possible for them to stay here and return to work.
Yes, that's correct. We help pay for rent and utilities, and we pay those directly to the landlords or the Aqueduct Authority or Keys Energy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, again, Michael Wendenkamp with us. He's board member of Sister Season Fund on Good Morning Keys. We're talking about the Julie Hansen Memorial Conch Republic Bed Races. They're coming up as part of the Conch Republic Days, which is upon us. April 25th is the date. Again, the Julie Hansen Memorial Conch Republic Bed Races. It will be happening down in Key West with another wild and crazy Key West event during Conch Republic Days. So this is coming up. Let's talk about that. It starts at 1 o'clock with a competitor check-in.
Yes, that's correct. So our competitors, different businesses or bars, we've had the Fish and Wildlife Commission, we've had the Bearded Lady, all be competitors before, but they create beds that have wheels on them and they race up and down Duval Street. And so they'll be checking in at 1 p.m. So the public can come and view those beds, and you're also able to vote on which beds you like the most by donating money to each one of them, and all of that goes to Sister Season Fund. But the races do start at 3 p.m.
We've got preparations that have been going on for quite some time for the bed races, right?
Yes, that's correct. We are currently accepting sponsorships and competitor applications. If you would like to be one of those competitors, you just check out sisterseason.com or email info, that's INFO, at sisterseason.com.
Okay. Go ahead.
Competitor entries are $450. And sponsorships range from $250 to $500.
And the competitor sponsor, that covers the team or an individual then?
That covers the whole team. It's your bed. Yes, you have to have somebody on the bed and 4 people pushing it.
Okay. And we mentioned it's a wild and crazy Key West event during Conch Republic Days. It really is kind of a spectacle, not only for the competitors, but also the spectators as well. Highly entertaining. We've had some very creative team themes over the years.
Yes. And you would know you've been our go-man the past several years. So thank you for that, Michael. Okay. But yes, we have the public line up and down Duval Street, and they are able to get a view of all the beds as they parade down to the start line. Yeah. So that's a really fun spectacle for them, and they get to cheer them on and cheer on their favorite beds and their favorite businesses. And we also have all of our sponsorship banners lined up along the barricades along Duval. So that's a great way to get your business's name out there.
It really is. Again, Michael Wendenkamp, he is with Sister Season Fund as a board member. We're talking about the Julie Hansen Memorial Conch Republic Bed Races happening April 25th. It's a great time for a great cause. Competitor check-in, 1 o'clock. Races start at 3, awards at 5:30. Tell us again how people can register to be a competitor.
You can, if you would like to become a competitor, visit us at sisterseason.com or email us at info, that's INFO, at sisterseason.com.
Excellent. All right. And then again, sponsors can go to the same site to still participate.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, sir.
And Michael, so then the sponsorships, then those donations and the entry fees and the like, they all go directly to Sister Seasons to help those in need then?
Yes, that is correct. All of our funds go directly to helping locals. Our board is made up of locals, and we are helping our neighbors through difficult times in their lives. And because a lot of times in the service industry, the hospitality industry, you don't have the PTO. You know, your livelihood depends on tips and you being there at work. And so if you miss work, then that is a huge financial loss. And we want to mitigate some of the issues that arise from that.
Yeah. Well, Sister Season Fund has been doing this for many, many years, helping service members in their times of need. And this is really one of the major fundraisers for Sister Season Fund. So we ask all to come out and participate, support the competitors. It does get competitive. They really do go all out to win this thing. And then the awards ceremony happens again at 5:30 on the 25th, all part of Conch Republic Days, Julie Hansen Memorial, Conch Republic Bed Races. Go to sisterseason.com to find out more.
Yes. Thank you. And we'll see you at the corner of Petronia and Duval Streets.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, we'll be speaking with King Paul about this again in an upcoming date, but we encourage people to go find out more. Go to sisterseason.com. Michael, anything else we should add before we let you go?
Yeah, just please come out and please sponsor this and help us raise as much money for our cause. And we've been doing this for over 20 years now. Actually, last year was our 20th anniversary. Yep. So that's 20 years of locals helping locals.
Phenomenal. Well, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thanks for all the Sister Season Fund does for our locals as they help other locals. With that, Michael, we'll let you go. Have a wonderful day. We'll continue to talk about this. And thanks again for being here this morning.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael. Have a great day.
Take care. See ya. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Michael Wendenkamp. He is Sister Season board member with us talking about the Julie Hansen Memorial Conch Republic Bed Races on Good Morning Keys. We'll return in just a moment.
Do you want a reliable, fast, and convenient way to travel between the mainland and the Keys? The Dade Monroe Express is your solution. Service runs early morning through late evening, 7 days a week. Whether you're commuting or just visiting, Dade Monroe Express has got you covered. And the best part? You can try it for free. Visit trytransitfree.com and select Dade Monroe Express. Don't wait. Discover a stress-free way to travel to and from the Keys. The Dade Monroe Express is operated by Miami-Dade Transit.
Keys Auto Center, the Keys hometown dealership.
Hey folks, Stephen Bender at Key West Cadillac. Experience the precision and presence of the new Cadillac lineup, from the iconic Escalade to the refined XT5 and performance-driven CT5. And with our local deal match guarantee, you can move forward with confidence. So come see the people you know, like, and trust at Key West Cadillac on the Boulevard, or visit keywestcadillac.com. We've got the keys.
Everything you need is here at Keys Auto Center.
Hello, I'm Dr. Bruce Burrows for Advanced Urgent Care, letting you know we are now making appointments to perform your MRI at our Marathon office. MRIs take about 30 minutes to perform, depending upon the area being scanned. And best of all, AUC will be offering MRI studies at affordable cash prices. Call 305-294-0011, option 7 to learn more. AUC has also created Keys Cares Health Plan to help those who can't afford medical insurance. This plan has a low monthly fee and includes most basic testing for acute illnesses at no extra charge. AUC provides high-quality care at affordable prices. For more information on all our services, visit urgentcarefloridakeys.com. Thank you.
Advanced Urgent Care is the only urgent care in the Keys that is open 7 days a week, including Sundays. Fresh dock-to-dish dining is always on the menu at the Conch Republic Seafood Company. Continuing in the tradition of the former Singleton Fish House and Ice Plant, this iconic location right next to the water of the historic Key West Seaport proudly features the best waterfront views and the freshest seafood Key West has to offer. Ask about full catering at your location or private events hosted at the Conch Republic Seafood Company. Plus, great happy hour specials daily from 4 to 7 p.m. The Conch Republic Seafood Company, 631 Green Street, Key West. Online at conchrepublicseafood.com.
Monroe County families, get ready for the Monroe County School District's kindergarten kickoff. During the week of April 20th through the 23rd, our K-8 and elementary schools will host special kickoff sessions to welcome our newest learners. Join us as we welcome new families into our caring, student-centered schools. Meet our exceptional teachers, explore bright kindergarten classrooms, and see why Monroe County School District is the best choice for your child's first school experience. Upon registration, your family receives our exclusive Playing Our Way to Kindergarten game, filled with fun readiness activities, safety lessons, and parent videos to help your child feel confident and prepared. Choose Monroe County Schools for strong early learning, safe and inclusive schools, and a joyful start to your child's educational journey. For dates and times of specific school sessions, visit our website at keyschools.com. Your child's journey of learning starts now with the MCSD Kindergarten Kickoff.
Show off your competitive spirit during the 44th Annual Conch Republic Independence Celebration, April 17th through the 26th. Celebrate your fun dependence and compete in or cheer on the hilariously silly drag races, bed races, and Cowkey Bridge 0K. Take part in the Earth Day 5K and support the CR Marine Army's ocean and mangrove cleanups. Plus, Schooner Wharf Bar's conch shell blowing contest, pirate costume competition, and the breathtaking Wreckers Race to Sand Key. Visit conchrepublic.com for more information and to sign up. Brought to you by the Monroe County Tourist Development Council, DAC1, Conch Republic Military Forces, and Florida Keys businesses.
Pop's Smoke Shed, 31251 Avenue A in Big Pine Key celebrates their first anniversary, as well as Pop's birthday, Saturday, April 25th. In honor of this great occasion, Pop's will be smoking a whole pig. Plus, Party 105.7's DJ Daddy will provide the sounds. Add in an all-day happy hour and beer bucket specials, as well as free parking and free entry, and you've got the bash of the year. It's Pop's Smoke Shed's first anniversary and Pop's birthday celebration, Saturday, April 25th, 31251 Avenue A in Big Pine Key.
This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And Good Morning Keys, Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The talk of the Keys, busy morning here, multitasking in a variety of ways, but nonetheless, somebody who knows all about multitasking is our own Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us this morning. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Michael. Morning to your listeners.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. 7 Mile Bridge Run went off without a hitch there on Saturday. Had the bridge closed down from 6 a.m., opened pretty promptly right there at 9 o'clock. Tried to get the word out to give people the warning, and your people and personnel were there to make sure that everybody was safe and we had a successful run.
It was successful. It was a tough day for the runners. The headwinds are probably about 25. So they had a lot of headwind while running, but we shut the bridge down sharply at 6 a.m. We opened it 5 minutes early at 8:55, and everyone made the run. So there's no stragglers that had to be picked up by the bus. So we're happy about that. We hate to see someone that takes all the effort to get there and last mile has to be picked up. But this case here, everyone made the run. It was very successful. It's a very manpower intensive event, as you can imagine. I have to have 2 command structures set up, one on the north end with a team and one on the south end with another team to focus on those missions of parking and crowd control and safety and barricades and, security and visibility and presence and trying to get buses on and off the road. It's a lot of work. It's not a easy task by any means. And we did it. I think we, again, another mission accomplished, successful mission. So everyone has to come together. I think they do such a great job, to get this thing organized. Runners Club and fire departments and sheriff's office and municipalities and Florida Departments of Transportations and, Ginger and, just the amount of work, effort goes in, all the volunteers is overwhelming, but they've got a pretty good system down and, I think it worked out very well.
I think it did. A lot of preparation goes into planning and interagency cooperation and the like. But again, another successful event. So thank you to you and your department for making that happen as well. Saturday was also a busy day. We had a mid-air collision between two small aircraft there, and that was being reported.
Yeah, I spoke with FAA on that day with this crash. This was a Super King Air 200, twin-engine pressurized aircraft that was coming in from Marsh Harbor, Bahamas to Marathon. And they were coming in on approach and descending. Same time, a Cessna High Wing 172 with a student pilot, 19-year-old student pilot at the helm, and a 28-year-old instructor passenger seat had taken off a Marathon and were ascending. And about 7 to 10 miles out to the north off of Marathon, they collided in midair, and the propeller on the left side of the King Air, the twin-engine aircraft, went all the way down the left wing of the Cessna and cut it open like a can opener. I don't know how both aircraft did not crash. The damage to that Cessna's wing was amazing. Then there was damage to the understructure of the King Air from the engine cowling. And then obviously the prop striking this aircraft. Somehow both made it back to Marathon. Sheriff's Office responded, FHP, FAA, and it'll be an investigation by FAA and TSB to determine what took place. I'm understanding maybe the 172 Cessna did not have a transponder activated. If a transponder is activated, Miami Flight Control would have been able to see both aircraft that they were getting close and would have been able to radio that there was a traffic ahead for an avoidance system. Generally, the Super King Air 200 would have a collision avoidance warning system on it and a radar. So they got to figure out why was there no, why was there no contact ahead of time, whether it be electronically or anything else. And then this is visual flight rules. It was a clear day. Both aircraft should have visually been able to see. But so lucky, it was just, I don't know how they both made it on the ground. You can see the images, the pictures of the small aircraft especially. It's overwhelming how that thing made it to the ground.
Yeah, it really is. Well, thank goodness that, thank God that just, turned out the way it did. It could have been so much worse, but a very scary event there in the skies. Another event with a plane apparently was departing the dry Tortugas after dropping off some passengers. And one person on board, the pilot, he apparently did go down as well.
Yeah, this was a seaplane out of Key West, which goes to Fort Jefferson. And the aircraft is what's called an Otter. So it's a really impressive aircraft. And a seaplane. They just landed and dropped off passengers, and they were getting ready to take back off to head back into Key West. Very windy day, as we know. It was 25-mile-an-hour winds. Seaplanes take off into the wind to get the lift under the wings. But at 25 miles an hour, you're generally going to have a pretty white cap, pretty choppy. And like anybody's been on a boat, you start going into the waves on a really windy, choppy day. The boat starts bouncing up and down and porpoising. So they got to see what took place. But I got to believe so much headwind and wave action that the aircraft went up slightly and then came back down, and the front floats, the sponsons, probably caught the tip of a wave and just stopped it and just immediately took it straight down. Pictures went out showing it to be probably in about 8 feet of water, 10 feet of water at the most, probably about that, with half the aircraft standing straight up with the engine sitting on the bottom. I understand a Good Samaritan went out on the vessel to try to help aid and assist a pilot who was uninjured, but the aircraft is probably a total loss, and it's a very expensive aircraft.
Oh, gosh. Well, again, could have been a worse outcome, but a pretty active day on the weekend there for aircraft as well. We had a 31-year-old man from Florida, from Marathon, make that arrested after fleeing from the sheriff's office. He's charged with fleeing and eluding a Chevrolet SUV parked in the middle of 29th Street in morning hours, as a matter of fact. He was apparently asleep. He was awoken, had a glass pipe on board that was visible, etc. And then he proceeded to flee from the deputies.
Yeah, we got a call about 11 in the morning about a suspicious vehicle that's parked running in the middle of the road on 29th Street. Officers respond. We find a vehicle. Person's in the car. The window is partly rolled down. We see plain view in his right hand a glass pipe, which is consistent with smoking, meth or crack or other related narcotics. We try to talk to him. Very non-responsive, doesn't really answer, won't talk. This really is not cooperating with the officers. It just goes on for a period of time. One of the officers started thinking, you know what? This guy's probably going to take off in this car because he won't get out, won't talk, won't communicate. So they got worried. So one officer did a really good job, went to his car and got out a set of Stinger spike systems, which we've talked about. Every car has the spike systems to stop pursuits. So he was envisioning this could be a pursuit. I'm going to be proactive and try to mitigate the potential for him to flee. Came back with his spikes, put it in front of the car without the person realizing it, in case the car took off. As they continued to try to communicate, some point in time, the guy started the car up and was just revving the engine, rolled up the window, doors locked, wouldn't get out, just kept revving the engines and put the car in drive and took off. So we're thank God that we had the Stinger spikes because it went over the spikes right away. Immediately took out 2 tires. He went a short distance before he figured out he's on the rims. Then he stopped the car, jumped out, and ran on foot. So we had a foot chase. Ran out towards the end of 29th Street around the water area and was out there on edge. The officers thinking he was going to jump in the water. They tried to communicate, still non-compliant, argumentative, combative, talking crazy stuff. Probably high as heck on drugs. So at some point in time, they had to use a taser to get a hold of him, and we tased him. We were able to get him under control, arrest him, handcuffed him. The whole time he's kicking and throwing and trying to hurt the officers. We took him to the hospital to get him medically cleared. He continued to try to headbutt, kick, and fight the officers as they're trying to get him back of a patrol car. Eventually, we got him down to the Key West main jail. Very, very aggressive, very violent, very combative. Again, probably a lot of it's drug related. So we're able to, thank God that we got him before he hurt himself or somebody else, that high on drugs, driving down the road to kill somebody. But again, good thoughts by our officers to think about those spikes before we needed them.
Yeah. Sheriff Rick Ramsey, Sheriff from Monroe County with us. Another unpredictable individual yielding a machete, as a matter of fact. A man from Key West with prior felony convictions arrested again last week, displaying his swinging machete on Big Cop at Key. He apparently was swinging a machete at milk crates, and he's now in jail.
Yeah, we got a call about a suspicious person on Big Coppet who was, like you said, had a machete, was acting really bizarre, swinging around. And we got out there and they did see him with a machete. This person was a convicted felon, had been convicted on multiple prior charges, and not allowed to be in possession of this machete, and is acting in this bizarre manner for sure, scary to the neighbors. We ultimately did get compliance from him. We ultimately did arrest him on some charges here, try to hold him accountable. He was on Big Coppa, but resides in Key West. He's from the Key West area, this individual, a 47-year-old male. This is about 9 o'clock at nighttime, so a little scary if you live there, seeing some guy wielding a machete and acting bizarre in front of your house or around your neighborhood would probably get anybody's, concern up.
Yeah, and then finally we had a man in Key West spitting on a McDonald's drive-thru employee in Marathon. That resulted in an arrest. That's also behavior that will not be tolerated. About 10:14 p.m., apparently the suspect took the food, made a comment, and spit in the employee's face. That's not allowed.
Yeah, this isn't nice. This is the suspect is Mr. Gartenmeyer, who's in the McDonald's drive-thru in Marathon, as you say, got his food, and then made some comment to the worker and spit in his face before he took off. So we got called. There's video there. We were able to figure out who this person was. We got a warrant for their arrest for battery. So this was a 46-year-old male, Mr. Gartenmeyer, out of Key West. This happened about 10:14 at nighttime in the McDonald's in Marathon. So really sad. This is stupid. If you got an issue, go inside, talk to the manager. But you don't spit on people, and spitting is a battery, touching and or striking a person against their will just disgusting, terrible. Just you hate to hear about these stupid stories. You know, people working in these fast food places are working hard. These are difficult, challenging jobs, not the highest paid jobs, and you deal with a lot of people in these drive-throughs and that are not the nicest at times. And this is just sad to see, but you're going to hold him accountable. He was arrested and charged, and he's going to have to answer to this charge.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of people doing their jobs and understanding others doing their jobs, you have personnel in the sheriff's office who do their job each and every day, and not a lot of people fully understand what they go through. Well, one opportunity for the public to see that firsthand is the Citizens Academy, and the Monroe County Sheriff's Office Citizen Academy returned this past week, and you've got the 11th class with sessions going on now.
We do. I always talk about the Citizens Police Academy, how much we love this. This is our interactive relationship with our citizens and rapport bond building. Classes started Tuesday in the lower keys, Wednesday in middle keys, and Thursday in the upper keys. I was in all three classes. Really good class, really good students, good questions. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I'm just really happy to have that class going. And this means a lot, and it really builds these forever relationships with our citizens and better understanding the sheriff's office, better seeing the diversity and how much we do. People are generally shocked to see the workload that our staff team members have.
Yeah. Well, very impressive, I am sure. And that's a great opportunity once again, and part of your community policing and outreach efforts that are ongoing. So Sheriff Rick Ramsey with us, Sheriff of Monroe County. Anything else, sir, we should get to before we let you get back to a very busy Monday?
Yeah, we got two last things. One is an armed burglary we had on Thursday in the Upper Keys. In fact, I was at the CPA when this was going down. This was an Ala Morada at the Wendy's. We had a couple from out of country and a rental car parked their car, and they're inside the restaurant. They look out and they see a guy inside their car rifling through their car. They come out to confront him. As they do, individual lifts his shirt, displaying that he's got a concealed firearm. So he's got a weapon on him, and then makes some movements to try to get the people to come to the back of the car area, the trunk area. They did not. They ran back into the store, notified the manager who locked the door. Short time later, the individual came up to the window and had the gun in his hand, was banging on the glass. We got called. We had a really good description. We were there really fast. We set up a perimeter. We located the suspect a short time later, just to the north. Still had the weapon on him. This was a 38-year-old male from the Miami area. This was 8:30 at nighttime. We did charge him with armed burglary. Now, if he wasn't committing a crime under Florida law, he would have been able to have a weapon on him potentially, but this was when you commit a crime with a weapon on you, you then commit armed burglary. He stole a pair of sunglasses out of that vehicle. There was good video coverage from the Wendy's restaurant, so we got some good video of this situation occurring and witnesses from here. So able to get this scary situation under control quickly, arrest him, get a gun off the streets, return the glasses to the people, hold them accountable. So that's I hate to see that type of stuff, but again, fast results and someone in custody pretty quickly. So
yeah, and a dangerous individual at that, it seems. So yes, indeed.
Yeah. So and then this is really one important things for us today. This week is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week.
Oh yes, yes sir.
And telecommunicators are our dispatch centers. Those are our dispatchers who are doing one of the most difficult jobs and stressful. And they are the lifeline for the officers in the field. They're dispatching police, fire, rescue, air, ambulance. They're dealing with citizens, dealing with some of the most difficult times in people's lives. They're doing what's called EMD, emergency medical dispatching. If someone's got a medical emergency, before we can get on scene, they're trying to rapidly teach someone, like seconds, how to do CPR, Heimlich maneuver, stop bleeding. So they're trying to do as best we can crisis management on the phone, and have a person who's on the phone help us try to mitigate the situation while it's occurring. But we're dealing with constant phones and, upset people and difficult, challenging times. One of the most difficult jobs, 12-hour shifts, working in our dispatch centers between, again, police, fire, rescue, air ambulances. It's a lot of work for these team members, and I appreciate them each and every day, and we could not do our job in the field as first responders without the people behind the other end of the radio systems or telecommunicators.
Yeah, and Sheriff, thank you for bringing that up. I intended to do so. Very important. National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. Need to honor those integral MCSO members. They do have, as you mentioned, a very high pressure, high stress job that is so imperative to the mission of the Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies. And we commend them and we salute them this week and every week. They're worthy of our praise. So thank you to the safety telecommunications operators who work on our behalf each and every day.
And I think that's going to cover for me. I got to go to work, otherwise I might get fired. So I appreciate you, my friend.
I think
and your listeners.
I was going to say, I think we'd have a public outcry if you got fired, sir. No, we want you to stay right where you are. Thank you very much for all you
thanks,
do.
my friend.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Michael.
Have a great day. Bye now.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. It's Sheriff Rick Ramsey, Sheriff from Monroe County. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. And it is time for Glenn Beck.